I am so excited because I have my gardening bag with me, and today we're going to be planting a bunch of wildflower seeds. I ordered so many different types of wildflower seeds, and we're going to be planting them on an area in our lawn that we just haven't known what to do with for the past couple of years. And planting wildflowers in the fall is one of my favorite times to plant. It's actually one of my favorite times to plant a lot of things because it's usually a lot easier. We'll go over exactly why it's the best time in my book. But the first step is actually going to be picking out the wildflowers that you want. We ordered a bunch of them from Eden Brothers. I think they have really great products. This is not sponsored by them. I just think that they have really great seeds, and we also use them for our garden. So I'll link down below the ones that we chose, but definitely make sure that you're picking a wildflower that's going to be the best for your zone, the colors that you want, the heights that you want, the general look and feel that you want for your area. For us, we have a mound that we had to have built in order to put our septic tank there. So we're not able to grow any large rooted items, things, trees, bushes, anything like that. So right now we've been growing different types of grass, and it just hasn't really been that beautiful. So first off, we're going to go ahead, trim down all of that grass. I'm gonna actually have Chris do that. And then we're gonna go in and start to prep and do the area for our wildflowers. The three main reasons that I love to plant in the fall, especially wildflowers, is going to be one, as the cooler temperatures start to hit in fall, it's going to be much easier for your seeds to actually germinate in those temperatures. The second is there's going to be a lot less competition at this time. We're planting perennial wildflowers, so we want them to come grow back every year, and usually by the fall a lot of the annuals are going to die off, creating a lot less competition for your seeds that you're going to be putting in the ground. And the third reason that is really great to plant in the fall is there's usually going to be a lot more rain during this season, a lot more moisture during this season, which means that there's a lot less work for you because you're not going to need to go in and water this area regularly because Mother Nature is going to do all that work for you, which we love. We love when we don't have to be watering everything. You can kind of see the area behind me, but this is our mound that we're going to be preparing and sowing our seeds in for today. And the first step that you really want to make sure you're doing is preparing the area. So if there are weeds or big plants, you're going to get rid of them. For us, we had a lot of large different types of grasses and items in here. So all we're doing is we're going over with our lawnmower a few times. It took us around 3 or 4 times to actually do this. And then we went in and actually blew out all of the grass that came off of this area. So now we can go ahead and have a clean, prepped area for us to actually put in our seeds. Once you've gone ahead and prepped your area, then we can start to actually broadcast our seeds along this area. We have so many seeds, so I'm gonna go ahead and start laying them. I also did some yesterday, so let's go ahead, and broadcasting just means that you're generally throwing them around, making sure that you're getting all of the different areas, and then we're going to go in and actually rake above it so that everything gets nice and settles into the ground. Okay, let's break into our bags of seed. We'll combine them all so we have everything ready to go, and then we'll broadcast them out. We just want an abundance of color in with our grasses, so we're kind of okay with sharing the area as well. And we also want to choose one that has the right amount of light that we want. So this is a full sun area, so we're going ahead and putting in a full sun seed here. Okay, this is our last bag. We're cutting it open. Okay, and I want to make sure that I'm getting everything here. You're definitely going to want to know if you're doing full sun, partial sun, but as long as you have around 6 hours or more of sunlight, then you're probably good with getting something with a full sun. You can see over here, we definitely removed as much as we could, but we're okay with some of the grass competition. A lot of the annuals have actually died off, which is why it's so yellow down here. So it's actually really good that we do have these dying off, because this means that there's going to just be less competition during this time. Now, we've gone ahead and broadcasted all of our seeds onto our hill here. And the next step, depending on where you are, you might want to rake it in, make sure that the seeds have actually gotten into the ground. Then we're going to follow up with watering all of the seeds. We're actually really far from our house and we are forecasted to have rain. So I'm just hoping that the rain comes. Here are my big bags of straw. You can also use any organic type of mulching ingredients. These are generally used for when you're laying grass seed. So that's what we're using today. And we're just going to lightly mulch over the areas. This is going to help retain the moisture in here and help make sure that all of the seeds kind of stay put and are warmer during the winter as well. All right, so let's talk about the pros of actually mulching your area. And again, very lightly, nothing too crazy, but what's really great is anything like a straw like this is going to create an agent to help hold everything together and protect your seed from any harsh rains or storming that could come and wash them away. It's also really great to help promote germination. And you're not going to really need to water as often because the straw or whatever you're using for your mulching will help retain the moisture in the ground. So it's going to help keep that moisture in there. You also want to choose something that is biodegradable, so it's not going to mess up and you're not going to have to rake it away later on. This way you don't have to worry too much, especially in a large area like this. I do not want to be spending my time raking this away. But we are doing this in the fall, so hopefully this will just help keep the seeds down. And then when spring comes, we'll all be biodegraded, just set in there. This is also, the straw that we're using today is safe for pets. So you can see little Magsy is covered, but this is a safe ingredient for pets, also safe for kids. And another great part about mulching is it will usually help from birds getting to it. So this will help your seeds from those birds just getting in and wanting to eat everything. We just finished mulching over everything with the straw. It was definitely a hard feat. Hey. And now all you have to do is maintain the area. So throughout the winter, just make sure that there's enough moisture, there's enough coverings. You might need to remulch some areas. And then come spring, it's really going to be dependent on what you actually planted to know when your blossoms and blooms are going to come out. So refer to the exact wildflowers that you purchased and when they'll come out for your zone. Happy planting. I hope this is helpful and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye.